Yo, Mr. LeBear, first in the house. How you doing tonight? I could consider a pivot. This is a good Magmar. It's a glass cannon, but if he gets to evolve, having Earthquake could be really good. Potential Magic Guard, Rockhead, Flare Blitz, Stab could be good. Neutral nature, so if he ends up becoming a special attacker, it won't be punished. It's good speed, good offenses. You can even use special attacks before it goes to evolve. So like this could full send if we really want to. There's a Bronzong. Uh-oh. Got lucky. I want to say that doesn't have a lot of attack. That should have knocked us out. A level 6 clicking a super effective 80 base power move. Into our 7 defense. Bronzong. I'm gonna leave it up to chat. Yeah, I know it's still pretty early. There might not be a lot of chatters at the moment, but it's between Magmar, Gengar, and Bronzong. Yo, no more. How you doing tonight? Thoughts for you, no more between Magmar, Bronzong, and Gengar. You know this one ain't it. If it gets to evolve, it could be. But yeah. Might be worth the pivot. The Gengar I would have wanted as the level 3, not the level 5. Fortunately. I do think it's a little better than the Bronzong. Though we could go against the rival with Magmar and then do the pivot after. That could always be a choice as well. Or I could just do the Bronzong because level 6 gets a new move at level 7, good typing. It ends up being good, great. It ends up just being good enough to beat the rival. Then we can make a safer pivot to Gengar. Could you explain what you mean, Nomar? Yo, Black Player, how you doing tonight? Right now, the options are to stick with Magmar or make a pivot to Bronzong or Gengar. Let me know what you think. Gengar had Drill Peck, but may delete a move that's good when it is caught at level 5, so I would prefer to catch level 3, though we still have the rival ahead of us. Bronzong gets caught at level 6 with a new move at 7, though he clicked Dive, and we barely survived, but we did survive, so I almost feel like he's not a physical attacker. Magmar's not bad, just needs defense or needs to evolve. But good speed, good offenses, good moves, Earthquake, Stab, Flare Blitz. The typings on the other two are good. That's why I would consider them. Steel Psychic, Ghost Poison. Bronzong is 500 BST. Gengar is 515. Yeah, I mean, evolutions have and always will be just a complete 50-50. It either ends up being in our favor or ends up completely destroying the run. There's no evolution that ever stays the same. Even though Magmar could evolve into like Rapidash, where their BST would be almost the exact same. So like technically they could look very similar. So my thought is we might want to do the Bronzong, and if we don't like it enough to full send, then it would be safer to catch Gengar with the Bronzong than it is with the Magmar. I'd be interested in doing that Gengar, but I think it would be in our interest to catch a level 3, and I don't think we should do a level 3 versus the rival. So it's like, if we're going to do anything, I think we do Bronzong. Only because, depending on how fast the level 8 is, with these low defenses, I might have great moves and a great attack, but I could very well get one shot. Sounds good, player. No worries, I understand. Bronzong with Levitate or Flash Fire. Now, the Pokeball that we have is not great. It's a repeat ball, so I have to do damage in order to catch. But I can't click Stab and I can't click Earthquake, so my only choice really is Barrage, and I just gotta make sure I don't die to its Dive. That's why I haven't gone over there yet to do it right away, because if there's one last option here for the 5% spawn that could switch our consideration, I think it would be worth it, just because the risk of going for that initial catch might not have the reward that this 5% could give us. Say this 5% is like a grass type, maybe a Sceptile. Click Earthquake and get considerable chip damage on it, but guaranteed to not knock it out. Come on, buddy. 5% spawn, where are you at? Don't make me catch that Bronzong. Trying to threaten it and see if it'll spawn quicker. Usually works. I don't think it's intimidated tonight. 62 Cherubies. Jeez. That means we're almost at 100 encounters. I try to talk it through, try to just hold a conversation with you guys long enough to, yes, yeah, that's 100 right now. Yep, 101. Try to hold a conversation long enough to make it so that once I ran out of something to say, it would spawn, but geez. Yo, Bill Fay, how you doing tonight? There he is. Bill Fay's magical words of wizardry spawned the Pokemon. Unfortunately, it wasn't a Runneroli. But I am content with this Bronzong, level 6. Luckily, it's a mono level 6, so I don't have to worry about finding the wrong one. I just have to find the first one. Yeah, I deserve to die if I can't catch it. I knew that was a risk. Levitate Rapidash. Slow, but had compound eyes. And there was a Glade that I never saw. Weather Ball, Eruption, Psycho Boost. 0 offense on the Bronzong. I had a feeling, because I survived the dive with how low our defense was, I had a feeling. But there was another Magmar that I could have pivoted to. That's funny. So I actually wasn't... I was not punished for pivoting. Well, I was, because I died, but... I was actually hoping for that, because we are versing a Regirock. And I figured I would click Zapkin in turn 1, because if I'm gonna risk it, trying to go versus Regirock, I may as well risk just trying to go for the status. But if we can get a good pivot, we'll get good XP off the rival. Uh-oh. Thank goodness that one did not have Sandstream. That would have been GG. Oh yeah. Here we go. Looks like Tyranitar is slow. Hey, Lazy Dog, how you doing tonight? I'm assuming Typhlosion is going to end up being level 6. I mean, it could be the Quillfish, but knowing my luck, I'll end up losing out on a good move, going for the higher level. Wish we could run Tyranitar true. Though that one I'm pretty sure is slow. If he's below 13 speed at level 5, he probably isn't worth it. Yeah, Typhlosion's gonna be level 6. I think we still gotta risk it. If I had an easier Pokemon against a rival, then yeah. Like if the rival had Pineco, sure, but him having a Regirock just makes it feel like I have to have the level 6. You're only 3 subs away from 650. That's pretty cool. There he is. He's no. I can't do that. Not only is he slow, but he doesn't have any good moves. Or likely lost a good move to Flash or Aromatherapy, so not worth going for the higher level. Not against the Regirock. There's a small chance I might just full send Pineago versus him. It's gonna be a night where Pokemon just don't want to spawn for us. Which is sad. I don't mind scouting, but I hate when I just have to scout for 25 minutes. Ponyta. Should be one last option over here. It's like all of the higher VST Pokemon in the grass are all slow. And then the low BST Pokemon are fast. Ooh! Might have had a speed nature on that guy. Good physical attack though, because I have good defense. Hope it's not huge power. It could also be normalized. Normalized getting stab on that would make that much damage. Oh, that's scary. Might do Ambipom. If I have absolutely nothing else to go to, I might just do Ambipom just to try it. Yeah, GG. Yeah, it's average speed, physical attacker, low defense, decent moveset. Typhlosion, slow, no guard, earth power. Super potion, nice. Yo, is Lord Wolfgang in the house? Just finished it? Crazy game. Damn, it still had another 35 minutes to it after I left. That's crazy. Was it a satisfying ending? Were you happy with how it ended? $15 of credits, gotcha. Vivek, yo, long time no see, Vivek. How you been? Great ending, tied it all together. Hell yeah. Doing well. Nice to hear that, Vivek. Glad to have you back. Case was finally solved after tons of misdirection. Hell yeah. You have decent bulk and decent speed on this Perugly, so I'm gonna scout before we catch anything. Wolfgang, what is the next game that you plan on playing? Welcome back, Claire. That tri-attack is interesting. I'm a bit worried about his speed because I never saw him trap us when we were level 5. Do 4 times with dead end leads. So I found the right one. Just 5. Same how spill the beans. Next game is Zelda 2. Going back to Zelda, hell yeah. That's gonna be hype. It's been a while, I think, right? When was the last time you played a Zelda game on a stream? Day 400 is insane? Yeah. It's been over a year. And that's not including the days off that I've taken. That's 400 days on. Played Breath of the Wild about a year ago. Was the last time you played a Zelda game? That's crazy. I'm gonna play the hardest Zelda. Never tried it. It's gonna be a hair-pulling game, I'm sure. I don't have a leaf stone. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do Ursaring. It's an old NES title, oh dang. Pluck for Shedinja answer, nice. He might be min-max offense, but I think he's below average speed. It's only 8 to 12 hours. Oh, that you'll probably finish that within the week. Oh, you God. I hate you. I hate you, you stupid adamant Ursaring. Dude, if he was timid, he was a runner. He would have had 20 special attack at level 5 and 15 speed. They decided to never do it again because it sucked. Damn. Gotta heal. I mean, I could play for the miss. Can't play for the crit. Can't play for the crit. That actually could have been a runner. Shedskin unaware, Bubble Beam, Nightshade. Then physical moves and no TMs. Damn it. I'm curious, are you guys putting that symbol in the chat? Or is that something that YouTube's doing? Because I've seen it on a few different chats. The YouTube thing, that's weird. What symbol? If you look on like the current stream like video, you'll see it. It's next to your bruh. It actually just scrolled by. Yep. There it is again. Claire did it. The translation symbol, that's weird. Ooh, Flareon, Zuko. Zuko. 3 physical moves on a special attacker. Yeah, that's new. I've never seen it. I've seen that happen before, but it's happened like 3 or 4 times tonight. They also changed something on me where when I put a pin in the chat, like if I put a message at the start of the stream that I want to pin, instead of putting the pin at the top, it's now putting it on the bottom, and then it just sits there the whole time. And I don't want that on the screen the whole time, so it's like I just haven't been putting a pin in the chat. Yep, special attacker with physical moves. Classic. Can't fall in love. Bruh's Chinese confirmed. Facts. Main attack is contact in this. It's no contact in Gen 1 through 3, but they make it contact in this. Dead file. Pokemon makes those decisions. Facts. Ooh. Delayed or Crobat? What do you guys think? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Delayed or Crobat? Gonna be bad, so go Crobat. I mean, other than speed, the speed is a little rough. Obviously, that special defense is also rough, but I've managed with a special defense like that before. That's not the end of the world. It's going second in a fight. It's the issue. I mean, we have Flare Blitz for the rival. Technically, Discharge and Ancient Power probably are the safer clicks to go for. So I might do Discharge turn 1. See if I can get to Para. Try to do less chip damage to myself. This is why you play Showdown? Some days I literally have to tell myself to stop playing Showdown because my RNG will just be nowhere to be found on it. I'll miss every single attack. I'll have like all of the worst RNG ever, and my opponents will never get paralyzed. Like they'll hit every low accurate move. Pokemon be making me salty lately, same. 95% is 5% exactly. Ooh, I live. Nice. GG. It's very strong. Like, it has good HP and it's very strong. I just worry about the act of moving second. Just being slow. Flare Blitz has recoil, correct. The way to avoid recoil is either having the ability Rock Head, or the better option is Magic Guard. Because Magic Guard protects you from all non-damaging moves from your opponent. So not only does it remove damage from weather and Leech Seed and things like that, but it also removes recoil damage. My stream is getting taken over by that symbol. Shuckle could be an option. Oh, I wouldn't hate Shuckle. Like a crit. Shuckle is never a trap. What are you talking about? Shuckle is always a run. Yeah, I think your autocorrect happened. I think you meant to type Shuckle is always a run. What does it translate bruh to? It's not translating anything, it's just putting the symbol there before whatever people type. Uh-oh. Yeah, that in my opinion, I think that's a pivot. If he's got good speed at his higher level. Unless chat thinks this Gallade has potential, but personally I don't. Yeah, the Gallade is kind of ass. If it had more speed, I would have considered it. Hell, even if it switched the attacking speed, that's all it really needed, in my opinion. At least you don't have work tomorrow, Wolfgang. So that's nice. Hell yeah, dude, that's gonna be exciting. I wish I could do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, he's definitely a special attacker. And has better speed, which is nice to see. He's a split attacker, very fast with a bad ability. Damn. Damn, that's tough. I mean, it'll get past the first trainer. It'll scout this 5%. It'll be able to scout the next area pretty well. I don't hate it. It's not the worst. It's average special attack and it's very fast. Right? So it's going to be able to do what I need it to do better than what Gallade could do for us. But unfortunately, I just don't see it being a runner. I probably just caught like the second ability and just got screwed. Also, knowing a Pokemon like this, having this much speed, if our Pokemon that we end up like running fully can be faster than a Shuckle, anything that's then faster than us, we can like use Shuckle as a tier of understanding like how much speed somebody has. What does Klutz do? It makes it so that if you are holding an item, it is unusable. So it's a little bit niche because it's not like the item does a whole lot, but it is helpful having, you know, the status immunity in a turn, quick recovery. Technically, we needed a copium anyways. The Glade was not it. Oof. Slacking. Full restore. Ayo. No, I'm gonna scout. And I want Grudge to be able to scout. Or I might just find a perfect Pokemon and catch it with the Dusk Ball without risking it. There was a decent Swallow in the other file, like a file or two ago. I had considered it when I first saw it, but then I forgot about it later. It took so long to find the final 5% spawn. It had shed skinning, good stat distribution. Good stat distribution for a 467 BST, right? Like it's not going to be amazing unless it has like 0 in one of its offenses. Oof, another Silcoon spawn, that's rough. Too bad it was another Shuckle spawn. Try to get a better nature, better ability. Alright, 2 more options. So far, Armaldo is the only option to pivot to. Which is the same Pokemon but 10 less BST. Come on. Last Pokemon Magic. It's a level 8. We could do Tower Copium as well. I mean, we've had a couple good Tower Copiums, not a lot, but they do exist. Oh, that for a Poliwag. Damn. Alright, Copium it is. I mean, I have a Dusk Stone and a Moonstone, but I'm pretty sure I never saw anyone who would be a Moonstone. No. Tower Copium will be good. It could be a Murkrow for all I care. I have a Dusk Stone for a Murkrow. Or Mischievous. I take a Nidorino and Nidorina. Alright. And I have Dusk Ball, so I don't really need more Pokeballs. Oof. I mean, maybe huge power dust tops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, we can't escape. He used spiderweb. Bad. Well, we get another move at 14. Supersonic is better than Grudge, so I'll take it. That's what I'm thinking, doing a Rock Smash pivot. I'm actually even thinking about leaving the little bit of XP outside of the gym. Good miss. Alright. We have to clear the tower. Technically overhealed, but that's okay. I didn't expect the rest of the top floor to be a bunch of dunces. I low-key want to wait on the trainers outside of the gym and do them with the Pokemon caught with Rock Smash. Now, those odds are not really in our favor, truth be told, because A, you need a spawn, right? It could end up being every Rock Smash has an item or nothing, and you never get a spawn. 2, you need that spawn to be a good Pokemon. 3, you need that Pokemon to be a high enough level to even justify making the pivot. all that put together still makes me think I should risk it, because long term this is just not going to do it. Alright, alright. I mean, there's no point in even putting on an item even if I had one, because of my ability. Good crit. Stand stream, so I get a special defense boost. That's huge. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That literally just saved our life right there. Crit. That's why I did so much damage. Oh, what a nasty crit. Fuck. This isn't even the ace. The ace is behind this Pokemon. Nasty crit into special defense drop is so rough. Dude, what is that moveset? What? Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Earth Power. That's crazy. His ace was a Pikachu. I probably could have beaten that. That Larvitar was cracked. With Levitate as well, that's soundproof. Damn. Alright, lucky file right here. 5454. Yeah, we got cooked, unfortunately. Ooh, youch. Gotta hit the sack. Well, Mr. the Lord Wolfgang the Great, thank you for joining us. Sleep well, my friend. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, and I wish you well. Got a Master Ball. You have to pivot, and we're guaranteed to pivot. It's just that we're 8 speed, so it's quite risky. Truthfully, I might not be going for much longer myself if we don't get a runner soon, because I am feeling fatigue. I know it'll only be a couple hours tonight, but it's just a little harder when I work 2 12-hour days in a row. That's a good question, Flair. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's also kind of why I haven't done Mystery Dungeon. Like, I thought about doing Mystery Dungeon tonight, and then I was just like, you know, it's late. I just worked a long day. I don't know how long of a stream I'm gonna end up being able to do. There's so much dialogue in that game that I feel like it's just not something I can do tiny blips of. Like, we won't really get much progress done in each stream if I only do 90 minutes here and there. But the most fun of Mystery Dungeon is later when you have, like, viable Pokemon and you're versing strong Mons and you're in, like, that dungeon that has 36 floors before you get a rest area, and then you gotta do another. Like, that's like the true thrill from Mystery Dungeon, for me at least. Like, the early game is fine, but I genuinely enjoyed, like, the difficulties that came later in the game. GG. I don't want to heal, but I gotta. It's the only way to get out of this fight. My hope is to get back into the competitive scene a bit when Pokemon Champions comes out. If online tournaments become a bit easier to join and partake in, where it's not like the limits of timing when grassroots tournaments are being held. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do like I did it in other generations and take the changes, take the blows with the changes as they come. Whatever they do to ruin the game, I'm just gonna have to accept it. I mean, this time it seems probably the most drastic compared to other situations in the past, like base power moves getting switched, turn sequences, specific interactions in the game getting switched, which they are doing again, right? Like in the past, Mega Evolutions is a good example. Your Mega Evolution speed wouldn't occur until the following turn, right? If your Garchomp is faster than your Mega Garchomp, you wouldn't get Mega Garchomp's speed until the following turn. Then that was switched. They are doing something where now your Mega Evolution happens before a Pokemon gets switched out. So, like Charizard Mega evolving into Charizard Y for Drought, then the opponent switches to Pelipper. So like they're just making like a bunch of changes and stuff, and like we're just gonna have to take it as they deal it out. I wouldn't say it would be like Showdown. Showdown is like Pokemon. Pokemon wouldn't be like Showdown. That's not a Showdown thing. That is all Pokemon. Showdown is only taking whatever the formula Pokemon makes and is implementing that onto a website. Yeah, I would just say that statement is very false. This Huntail, it's fast, its plus special attack might save it, but it's not the strongest. It needed the physical attack to be lower. Yeah, I think Showdown will go along with those changes as well. Like, obviously they're going to keep a Gen 9 formula on Showdown for people who want to continue in the old formula, but overall, they're going to update the game to be as modern as possible, or update the website to be as modern as possible. Hey Ryan, how you doing tonight? 71 viewers. Yo, I have not been watching the view count. Thank you everyone for joining tonight. I appreciate it. Ryan is right. If we can get all of the likes, we have 7 likes on the video, but 73 watching. If we can even get half of that in likes. That would be amazing. I'd be so happy. I'd be so grateful. Be a better way to say it. Correct. That's pretty much what I was saying. Like, yes, Showdown will still give you the option to play Gen 9, but they will switch over. Just as, like, there's still options all the way to Gen 1, Pokemon will not give you the option to do Gen 1. But even though Showdown might be better, overall everyone's gonna go to Pokemon just because if it's official, and that's like what tournaments and standardized becomes, then that's just what we all have to do. Any good runs tonight? No. Sadly not. It's been rough. Agreed, Ryan. Very. Oops. Actually, no. Why am I scouting? I actually need to send it to the next area. I'm not focused. My bad. We were so close, dude. We were finally past the Elite Four for the first time in months. Yeah, they might change it again for Gen 10, but that actually might be better than worse, because what they'll do is they'll use Pokemon Champions to test and find out what we like or don't like, what works and doesn't work. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh my god, I literally just threw. Thank god. Oh my god, I almost just threw. Yeah, let me focus. We have enough speed to scout, and at least I don't have to worry about secondary effects, like somebody getting a poison on top of a crit and then the combo gets the knockout. Escape rope for some extra items. Alright, let's see what items we get in the escape rope. We get 4 extra items. Hopefully we either get heals, or because of how early in the game we are doing this, we could also ask for evolution items to try to get a better pivot opportunity. Guard spec, not bad. And a Culver Berry if we get a ghost or psychic type. So that is a dark type resistance berry. Suntail is below average offense. It's 20 at 9, not 20 at 8. It's only 20 at 9 because of nature, which means it's technically 10% below, and it's only getting a boosted up. There's 1 more in this spawn and 2 more in the patch to our right. We have Stab, we have Shedinja Answer. I have some stone opportunities. I just know I'm not gonna get any Pokemon that matches it. Yeah. Yup, there we go. Oof. 4 non-fully evolved Pokemon in the highest pivot grass. Very inconvenient to this run. Alright, let's see what we can get for the level 8 over here. Onyx, but I don't have the metal coat. That's the one item I don't have. I've got the Magmarizer. Oh, wait. I'm thinking of the last file. My bad. I was thinking of the Dusk Stone from the last file. I forgot that we died in the grass. Oof. Blossom, who is 5 BST lower and only learns 2 level up moves. I guess I could consider X-Cloud. Fast Bile Plume. So it would either be Copium, Huntail, or one of these 2 options here, Onyx or X-Cloud. What do you guys think in the chat? Yo. Okay, I'm gonna go for my signature second encounter. Come on, be a level 5. Perfect. Second encounter equals good nature. What did I tell you? I mean, it's still bad, but it's still a good nature. It's slow as hell. Tinted Lens is cool. Makes Dragon Breath hit everything for neutral. Guillotine. You're a few seconds behind, no worries. Helping hand, oof. Uh-oh. See, Tinted Lens, as cool of an ability as it is, only works when I'm clicking a move that's resisted. Right, so like if I'm clicking a neutral move like Facade, I'm not getting any benefit from the ability. Do I like Mirror Shot over Guillotine? Technically not a special attacker, or a bulky physical attacker. It's not accurate. Nice hit, buddy. Roll out. It is a Shedinja answer. And tinted lens technically. So technically, I don't have to worry about the move not... Like, normally I don't like this move because by locking in, if they bring out like a Metagross, then I'm kind of screwed, right? But tinted lens allows me to have that neutral damage. I can see it over guillotine. The only downside still is because we're locked in, we can't take a turn to heal. So if anything comes out with like Aftermath and we knock it out with rollout at low health, it's just instant GG. No poison, nice. I have 0 heals left, so we are going to do our best to win this last fight at 16 speed. Nah. Whoa! Nah. Yeah. I didn't expect to live at 3 health, but yeah. Or Sphere, but had slow start. That's so sad. Yeah, we'll do one more. We haven't had this many people watching the stream in quite some time. So I'll keep pushing it. I appreciate everyone joining our stream tonight, and even though the lab has a vice on us, I hope you guys are all enjoying. Litsune and Misaki. Hopefully I said that correctly. Litsune, welcome to the chat. Crazy Pidgey moves. Yeah, everything is randomized for what we're playing. This is Kaizo Ironmon, so all encounters are randomized. I'm not allowed to run Pokemon 600 BST or higher, which is why out of the 3 Pokemon in the lab, the only one available for us was Pidgey. So unfortunately, I have to bring a Pidgey to a Regigigas fight, but this Caterpie is actually going to give me some free XP because he just trapped me in the fight. Nice. You love these challenges? Hell yeah. I didn't even get a level up off of the Caterpie. I ate... this little bird ate his first meal and he couldn't even level up. Early bird gets the worm, but it doesn't mean it grows. It almost did. So close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How good was that Vaporeon? I bet it was good. Yeah. Womp womp. I mean, I knew that was the dead files from the lab. Ain't no way I'm going up against a Regigigas with a Pidgey. That was evil. Once again, I can't grab Mew, so I have to grab the next option. It could win, who knows? Uh-oh. GG. Just give me a lab. I want one opportunity out of the lab before I go to bed, if possible. If not. Dark Pulse, Early Bird. Okay, he's a hair below average speed, but on a ghost type, that's not the end of the world. That low defense is just a little concerning, I'd say. I'd say that's my only concern because of Shadow Sneak. Then there's things like Phantom Force, Shadow Claw, Shadow Punch, Crunch, Bite. Like, there's just a lot of physical moves that can be super effective. Mean Weeping Bell, yeah. The first plant to grow feet. And it triple kicked me to death. Wanted to murder the poor bug. Facts. What do you guys think of this Dusknoir? Is it a runner? Or is it a gimmick? Maybe a one-trick pony? Ghost type plus minimize could be fun. Could be runnable. No. Oh, thank goodness we get the crit. Oh my god, that's the only way we won. Soft boiled, I can't use that. That's crazy. 17 speed is not the end of the world. It's a little low. 28 special attack is really high. You were literally typing out get a crit and then we got the crit. Hell yeah. And I want to say that was a high roll crit. I'm pretty sure any lower of a roll he would have lived on one. Litsune, do you want your name to be Litsune like that? Or Misaki? Misaki. So what we do here on this channel, Misaki, what we do here is if you're in the chat on any of the streams, or each stream, when you join the chat, I go through a rotation of different people of chat as the rival. Hopefully, you know, that file is the file we get to run, because then that way we get to go far and verse you later, and you get a cool team, and we get to see if we beat you or if you get to beat us. Like just recently, a Flygon, speaking of which, he's right in front of us. Flygon got all the way right in front of the Elite Four, but before you go into the Elite Four, you verse your rival, and our Flygon got hit by a critical hit Blizzard and got one shot by max health. It was so sad. But that person beat us. I'll leave it up to chat. Pivot or full send? Yeah, we lost at the rival just before the Elite Four. About a week or two passed, and then just earlier this week, I want to say it was like Monday night, we had a Spiritomb beat the Elite Four. Finally, for the third time in a year and a half. Finally beat the Elite Four again. I call out of work. I study up. I get ready. I start stream. I do the mandatory fight. I do one optional fight. Critical hit Leaf Storm. Instant death. Oh wow, that's a very fast Flygon. I'm not sold on Porygon 2. Because, like, the evolution chart has 3 Pokemon that are better, 1 Pokemon that is equal, and the rest are lower BSC. So it's like you're costing a big risk, and it's not that big of a reward. Honestly, I'm just looking for a top tier Pokemon because I think this Dusknoir has viability if it can get a move at 9. If we don't get any early game moves, it probably doesn't go far enough. Not with that defense, not with enough coverage, not with enough PP. But I could be underselling the RNG. I could click minimize a bunch of times and then just RNG our hell through the first area until I get a new move at 25 that solves our issue. It's a little risky to scout next to the Flygon because of how fast he is. Now, he is only clicking teleport, which is not a risk, but once he changes his mind, that's gonna be risky. I leave it up to chat. What do you guys think? Dusknoir or Porygon 2? Or Flygon? Should tank that, yep. I am pretty bulky in my special defense. Like, honestly, these stats are not bad. Flygon. I don't know. I'm personally against going for the Flygon. He has so much speed that it causes his other stats to not be high enough. I can already tell, like, that's Frenchly Planted 3 damage. That's not a lot. Because Flygon running for life, true. Andres, why did you recommend it then? Why was your vote for Flygon if you're saying that it was ass? They have lower BST than Dusknoir. But prefer a Mon that has a chance, exactly. Oof, nasty para. Doesn't miss ever. That's sad. But we break through, we get a new move. The physical attack, but I don't really need Growl, so I can get rid of Growl at least. It's something. Just because the defense is low doesn't mean it's bad. I would say the low speed is worse than the low defense. I mean, we just got hit by a two volt tackles and didn't even do half our health. The Shadow Claw was really what was scary. Ghost or dark physical attacks? There's a bunch. Feint Attack, Bite, Crunch, Punishment, Assurance, Payback, Phantom Force, Shadow Claw, Shadow Punch, Shadow Sneak. Astonish. Yep, Astonish, Lick. Andres, I'm going to express this now. If you have that mentality, no Pokemon will ever run. Every type has a multitude of weaknesses in both physical and special. There's only two stats that truly matter. Offense and speed. What about Copium Pivot? Are you asking if we want to go for a Copium Pivot? I don't think we would do Copium here. This Dusknoir is good enough where if I risk a Copium, I would end up not being fast enough. Let's say I go for Copium, but it's bad, right? It's a Rattata. I don't catch it, so I stick with Dusknoir regardless. I end up being in a dungeon at a lower speed with a slow Pokemon, where I alternatively could do the fights outside, gain a little bit of speed, and then not have that issue in the tower, and also go in with a new move. Copium is only in the scenario where the Mon in our hand is not something I want to run, and the options to pivot to are also Mons I don't want to run. Shizzy, welcome. How you doing tonight? The greatest defense is a great offense. Exactly. I expect every Mon to have weakness no matter what. We just gotta hope you can get through or lose at any point. Exactly. Well said. Head to bed, Misaki. Well, we appreciate you joining our channel and have a great night. We stream pretty much every night, unless I'm just too tired to stream. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Could just go and seek the Mons out. I'm not sure what that means. Bird. Dilly bird. Dilly bird. I have a shiny stone. The Bellsprout Tower is a dungeon. Once you enter, you cannot leave until you complete the dungeon. So so the two options are go to the tower and risk the option of making a pivot, and if you don't pivot, you suffer by not having the extra levels in there. I would be like 4 to 5 levels higher than what we currently are on a typical run. Or you do the trainers outside, but then you give up all that XP, so then you don't want to make the Copium pivot. Copium means, the term copium means to cope in a losing scenario, hoping that this one last huzzah gives you an odds out of your current predicament to turn a bad file into a good file. But the odds are likely not there, so you're hoping that they are. Yeah, let's send it. I like it. I like Dark Pulse. I almost never get this move, and it's such a good move. I had it earlier this week, and I didn't get to use it for long enough. Poor Spiritomb. R.I.P. I need to make new emojis for the chat so that you guys are inspired to use them more. Oh, nice. I did not expect that to one-shot. Alright, so now we have the tower. And we have a new move on our next level up. Out of curiosity, what was the copium? Yeah, it was Dunk Trio, low BST. I would not have made that pivot. Come on, buddy. Get a new move, please. Please, get a good move. Aura Sphere. Reversal. I mean, it covers steel types, so I should take it. What's the weird symbol, Nomar? For some reason, Google or YouTube is doing some weird, like, Google translation. It's some glitch that's happening right now, where anything that's not in, like, the English lexicon, it's considering it to be like a foreign language and it's trying to Google translate it. I don't know why. It was a fighting type move, true. I asked for Aura Sphere. It said we had Aura Sphere at home. I want to say we get rid of Disable. If Disable was 100 accuracy, it would be a little better. But Minimize can give us some RNG scenarios that could work in our favor. And the issue, in my opinion, with Disable is because we're not always guaranteed to be faster than them, if we end up being slower or in a speed tie, we could end up disabling the wrong move. They could also click a priority move and end up disabling the wrong move then as well. Dark Pulse for the win. Big XP. My child. I gotta make sure I don't run out of Dark Pulses in case there's any... ghost types on the top floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 Pokemon up there too. I gotta take the rough skin, unfortunately. Ironically, it's gonna help my reversal hit 40 base power. So taking that damage, as unfortunate as it is, it actually helps her reversal be better. Which could definitely help. Uh-oh. Good flinch. And a good crit. Oh my god. Into a new level up move. No, not the song. Not the song. I have early bird, and I wake up perfect. Ow! Yeah, there's nothing I could do there. How tanky was he in his special defense? Yeah, I was not one with a resisted move. I was not one-shotting that with Dark Pulse, even two-shotting it with a flinch. Damn, that's unfortunate. I got myself to stream a little bit longer tonight since we do have a large crowd, and I appreciate everyone coming by, but unfortunately I do need to end it here. I just need to get some sleep. But thank you everyone for joining. We will be back again tomorrow. Hope you guys all enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.